Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope everybody had a good weekend out there. I cannot believe how the time flies. Here in the States, it's actually going to be Thanksgiving in less than a week, this coming Thursday. Man, 2018 has just blazed by. For all you younger folks out there, believe your parents when they say time will start moving faster. I remember when I was a kid, thinking, time moves so slow. I can't wait till I get to be this age. And now it's just like vroom, vroom, vroom. Anyhow, today I thought we'd talk about low-fat, raw vegan in the holidays. Got a survival guide for you. Guys, I do videos every day. So if you haven't already done it, please go down there and hit that subscribe button now. And then click on the little bell and then check send notifications. So you'll stay subscribed to the channel. The survival guide. One thing I'm going to talk about here, I'm not like talking about any specific food or this or that, but just, an approach to it. Number one, most important of anything I'm going to probably say is going into the holidays, be realistic about where you are on your journey, how you're eating right now. If you're shaky on this raw food thing, or if you're shaky on the raw vegan, you should not, please don't put too much pressure on yourself over the holidays, because it's like for a lot of people, like for me, I just thrive right through the holidays because no difference of how I'm going to be eating. There might be one or two meals that I eat a couple of extra things, but that's about it. But you're going to, if you're not that far along on your path, it's not going to be realistic to be too militant during the holidays. So give yourself a break. Don't beat yourself up every time you go to a holiday party or something and you eat or do something that you didn't expect to do. But there's little tricks that you can, that will help you get through it. Make conscious decisions on what you're eating during the holidays. What I mean by that, like if you are going to a party, let's say, don't just let something happen. I don't want to hear the next day like, oh, well, this just happened. Think ahead. Give yourself, set your boundaries before you go. Everything you do during the holidays, set your boundaries ahead of time. And actually give yourself a little permission, like, okay, I'm going to eat this tonight. This may not be the optimal on my way of eating, but I'm going to eat this tonight. And you've made a conscious decision that you're going to eat something that's a little bit out of the ordinary for you, but you still were in control of it. You didn't just like, the worst thing is trying to hold on too long. You're going to be perfect. You're going to not eat this. You're not going to eat anything. You're going to do everything absolutely perfect until you snap. So, give yourself, enjoy the holidays. You're going to be hanging out with family and friends. And I know it's a different thing. It's super easy for me because, I've, even when my mom was here in the house, wasn't in the nursing home, we just have a quiet little Christmas here at home. I haven't really made any to do about Christmas in, God, a couple of decades. So the holidays don't really have much effect on me, but I know a lot of people do. So enjoy the time with friends and family. Focus on that. I don't want you to be going through the holidays thinking about nothing but food, nothing but health, this and that. So making decisions, giving yourself a little slack during the holidays, it's just like pulling that, if you're, when you have a lid boiling on the stove, you take that top off, lets a lot of the pressure off. It'll do the same for you. Now I haven't drank in over 6.5 years. I don't have a problem. I don't need a prop. I don't need something in my hands to be comfortable, but some people might. Maybe you've recently, whether it's just because of other reasons or because of this lifestyle, maybe you don't drink alcohol. Maybe you gave that up a long time ago. If you're doing this lifestyle, there likely is not a lot of things at any bar or in any holiday setting that you're going to that would necessarily be something you would drink. But if you want to blend in a little bit, here's my best tip right here. If you want to blend in a little bit in a social situation, holiday party, out at a bar during the holidays, whatever, get yourself club soda with a lime in there. Now somebody will break it down. Well, club soda, oh my God, it's got this. Poindexter's head will explode at me saying that, but it's fairly innocuous type thing, and it looks like a real drink. Nobody knows. You could be drinking a vodka tonic, a vodka soda, got your little twist of lime in there. You feel a little bit more not different from all the other people. You know, you've got a normal glass in your hand. People aren't going to come, hey, what are you drinking? You know, you don't necessarily want to take green stuff to the holiday gathering because then you're going to get all those questions. If you want to answer a bunch of questions, you can do that type of stuff. As far as bringing food for yourself, once again, do everything you do consciously during the holidays. But more than anything, just focus on the people. You know, it's like we have this mindset about, like, think about any event you go to or get together. And I used to even mention, I used to notice this even before I came to this lifestyle when I was eating terrible, that every gathering I would ever be going to, talking about getting together, everything revolves around food and drink. You know, what's the food? Oh, who's bringing blah, 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 blah. I'm going to drink this. We're going to drink this. You know, you establish your food and beverage, and that's so important. But what about the people? You know, I eat at home. I eat every day. So that's something I do every day. For most people, the drinking, they drink every day. So when we're going out to these holiday gatherings, it's really about the people. And I use that in all kind of social situations, especially since I don't get out all that much. For me, it's like 100% about the people. And I was even like that. That's another thing I was like even on the lifestyle, you know, on the standard American diet when I was a drunk before. I would go to a party and I generally wouldn't eat very much of anything there because I didn't get around people all that time. So I focused on talking to people, interacting with people, and socializing. Rather than eating. But you know, you can bring some fun food too. You can bring certain things that are going to impress people, and even though they are, you know, vegan, raw vegan, all this kind of good stuff, they're still very tasty. These little, I call them bliss balls. There's a number of recipes all over. They usually make this concoction, roll it into a ball. I actually had a recipe I'll have to look up. I think you started, I used my food processor, and I think you started with almonds, and it ground it like into a flour. Then you put dates in there, a little bit of cacao, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, you can look up, there's a myriad of recipes on there. But something like that like fun little festive stuff. Think, you know, who knows? And you might even make somebody think a little bit like, hey, you know, that healthy food, it doesn't, you know, just because it's healthy, it can taste good. You know, another thing you can bring to a holiday gathering, because people don't generally touch them, but you can bring a salad, or you can bring some sort of a clean side dish. You know, if you're trying to stay all raw, bring a nice big salad. I'm sure there's other things you could get fancy, and you can do these, you could do some sort of a dish, but it is what it is. At that holiday gathering, most of your family that doesn't live this lifestyle, they're going to eat that traditional, what they've been used to, holiday meal every time. So don't go all out on making something that extravagant and then be disappointed, unless you're just making it for you to eat. But be you. Be you. I don't know. It's easy because, you know, we all have our own personality types. I do my own thing. I'm 54 years old. I'm a little too damn old for peer pressure. I hear that all the time. It's almost like it's coming from adults. And I'm like, what, are you 14 again? I mean, Jesus Christ, I haven't felt peer pressure in 25 years. Probably because I don't have all that much interest in my peers. I don't have much interest in what people think about what I do, as long as I know I'm not doing something bad. So, yeah. It's not that hard to get through the holidays. Just remember what this holiday time is really for: family and friends. So focus more on the family and friends. Don't be too crazy about the food. If you do mess up, which you're probably going to unless you're one of these real hardcore people, it happens. It happens, and that story is going to be told a million times after the holidays. Every little group you're going to, you wait and see all the talk. Once you've been on social media for a while, it just becomes really repetitive throughout the year. You hear the same thing through each season. So that's what you're going to hear over the holidays. A lot of these backsliding raw vegans, high carb vegans, and whatever. And hey, don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Anyhow, just have fun, enjoy the holidays, do the best you can, love your family, and live and let live. Hope you guys found this a little bit useful. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.